Hello everyone, welcome to today's stream. I hope you're all doing great and having a fantastic Wednesday. It's great to see everyone. Hopefully the stream is working all right. Hopefully sound and everything's good. It's been a little while, hasn't it? I hope everyone's great though. Great to see you all. How's everyone feeling for the announcement today? Bit of a Malamar takeover, but it's going to be exciting. Hopefully, I'm expecting we're going to get Mega Malamar revealed. You would expect so, but we'll see what we get. I think the trailer is about 4 minutes in total, so it should be pretty exciting. But it's great to have you here joining us today. We've got about an hour before it goes live. Zach, Rad Dad, Leviel, Nighthawk, how are we all doing? Luke, good to see you, mate. Marek, Riley, how are we? Cosmic, how are we? Rich, great to see you, mate. I hope you're well. Jay, the Phoenix. Great to see you all. Thank you so much, guys, for coming in. Red Rojo, Draconified, how are we doing? And Riley, how are you doing, mate? How is the run going on Emerald? No, not Emerald. It's on Sapphire or Ruby. Ruby or Sapphire. Sorry, mate. My mind's all over the shop, but I hope the run in the Battle Frontier is going well. And would love an update on it if you've got a minute. Jarrett, great to see you. Mega Malamar, maybe I should have had my camera upside down coming into this one today just to be fitting. Sound and visuals are tops. Thank you so much, Riley. Rich, Riley, caught up on the rest of your stream from last night. Solid work, sir. Yeah, Riley's doing God's work over there on the Gen 3 games. It's not easy. Wadey, good to see you. Your afternoon, great to see you, Lee. Hope you're well, pal. I'm doing good, mate. It's been a little while. I'm hoping we've got a regional this weekend, so I'll be out in Frankfurt for that one. Once that's out the way, and hopefully next week we'll be back streaming. We're going to schedule something in with Charlie one of the days to get the core stream going again, and hopefully that kicks off all of the other streams that we've got in the run up to Z-A, which is, you know, it's been a long time coming, but I've missed you guys. and missed streaming as well. The summer's just been absolutely chaotic, so I'm finally feeling this week starting to catch up with things, so it's we're in a good place. But yes, it's nice to be back today. Of course, the trailer, or the video I should say, will drop probably on 2 o'clock, so an hour from now. Rich, all good here. How's everything in the southwest? Good, mate. Rainy day today, but all good otherwise, my friend. All good. Was mainly expecting some other megas like Mega Dragalge. That would be an amazing one. Jarrett, well, you know, we've still got plenty of time in the run-up. I expect, well, what are we, like a month away from the release? Like 5 weeks? 5 weeks. So are we gonna get like one a week? Maybe. So I'd say like tops 5s if they're doing it one per week. We might get revealed, and that leaves so much room for them to have other new megas as well, still not revealed, that we can discover in the games and things like that, which is kind of cool. Jared, I like Mega Victory Bell. Me too. Very goofy, but I love it. I do love it. It's definitely a cool design, and nice to see that like those Gen 1 Pokemon are getting a little bit more love. Maybe the ones that were forgotten about. I'm a big fan of Mega Dragonite. I gotta be honest. I do love Mega Dragonite. And Mega Halucha. I was away on holiday when that dropped, so that was a fun one to see. And then I'm kind of interested to see what Mega Malamar looks like. I've stayed away from all of the leaks, or as much as I can. Some stuff has been spoiled because obviously popping up on timelines and things, you can't help that. But for the most part, I really don't know what we're going to get in Z-A, which I'm kind of excited about. It's Ruby, and yes, man, it's been a blast. The streams, let's see. The streams have been doing really well. Hit a PB of 91. Oh, mate, so close. It proves the Goose can make it. The Goose is strong, man. I have caught up on a couple of the streams, your runs, mate. The strats are very solid, and your knowledge of like each and every trainer, depending on what moves each Pokemon has, is just mind-blown, mate. It's amazing. So it's a calling to get into VG though, Riley. I think this is the next step. When Champions comes out, you got to move over into the competitive scene, get fully immersed in it. I would love to see it, but we'll see, mate. Now I hope for a proper Mega Poison type, Jarrett. Never know. We'll probably get one, right? We'll probably get one. I don't know what other Megas to kind of expect. I've still got my hopes that some Pokemon get a Mega. Mega Charizard Z. I hope so. You know, I would like to see it, the kind of circle complete, but I don't know. I don't know if it's like a bit of a too much fan service at that point. But they love Charizard, right? They love Charizard, so you never know. Iron Derf, hello from France. Bonjour. How are we doing, Iron Derf? I hope you're well. Thanks for hopping in and joining the stream. And sorry if I've missed anyone that's come in and said hello. Jonah, how are you doing from rainy Japan? Hope you're having a blast out there, mate. And great to have you join us today for the stream and the reveal of potentially Mega Malamar. So curious about Mega Malamar. I know they've made a big deal about it, right? This is like probably the biggest hype that we've had trailer-wise coming in for anything revealed in Z-A, because Dragonite was just a spontaneous drop in one of the trailers. The Mega Victory Bell, they did that like haunted house thing. Mega Hawlucha was along the same lines, but they were kind of like small, just independently kind of dropped stuff. But the Malamar thing has been a full social takeover, and it's been running for like a week. After last week when they dropped those just 3 random videos, and then they've been kind of running with it and then sending content creators little Malamar packs and stuff like that. I've been seeing all over my X. So yeah, they're going full ham with it, and it'll be interesting to see what they bring out today. I've seen a sneak peek of like a news report about today's video, so I'm guessing that's where it might start. But hopefully it'll lead on from last week's stuff. We'll get that, and then we'll get the gameplay footage shortly after, and then probably update on the page about all stuff Malamar, and then the social accounts will probably go back to normal, I would imagine, after that. Gengar wasn't a proper Mega Poison type. Really? I don't know. I don't know. I would class it as kind of a Poison type, but I can see the angle that you're coming in from. Scolipede. Scolipede would be a good one. I would like to see Mega Arbok or Mega Seviper. I think they would be cool. Mega Crobat would be another one. There's lots of poison types. I like poison types a lot, so I would be happy with a majority of them getting a Mega. So then, chick, how are we doing? I'd like to introduce you to my friend Malamar. Hi, Malamar. Hi, Malamar. I don't know how I feel about the trailers. I'm not going to give him too much of my opinion on it from last week, but I don't know. We'll see what today brings. I'm just excited to see the actual Mega and some gameplay footage. It's going to be cool. Mega Aegislash would be amazing. Mimikyu fan, I would love to see it. Natalie, good afternoon. I hope you're well. This is a surprise stream. I know. You know what, right? Because I haven't streamed much, if hardly any, all summer, just because of how busy we've been, and because I haven't done it for so long, I have that daunting feeling about jumping in and doing it. I'm like, I don't know how it's gonna go. Even though I've done it for such a long time, I still get those feelings now, and it's weird, but here we are. You guys are awesome as always, so I had nothing to worry about. James, good morning. How are you doing? Long time no see, mate. Yes, it's going good, mate. Going good. Excited for the Mega reveal today, and like I was saying at the top of the stream, I think now that the summer's out of the way, I feel like I'm in a good place. We've got Frankfurt regionals this weekend. Once I'm back, we're starting co-streams with Charlie again next week, which is way long overdue, but hopefully that signals a bit more consistency with the streaming, which I'm looking forward to jumping back in and doing a few more things. So I might bring a few of the projects that I'm doing at the minute onto stream, so we'll see next week. We'll see what we can do. Already love shiny Hawlucha and shiny Aegislash, so shiny of their Mega. So happy Hawlucha has one now. I love Hawlucha's Mega. I think it's the design is just so perfect. I think most of the designs so far, like the Victory Bell, I really like. I like the Dragonite evolution. I like the kind of subtle hints to Dragonair that it's got in there. But I get why a lot of people are maybe not on the Mega Dragonite bot, like a lot of others, like the Mega Sinnoh starters. We need them, don't we? Mega Infernape has been such a dream of mine for the longest time. I mean, Mega Empoleon as well would be fire. I feel like they're just forgotten about, right? They need to show them a little bit of love. It's a bit like Typhlosion. If it doesn't get a Mega here, and I get that it got like a bit of love in Legends Arceus with the regional form, but I still feel like if the other two get the Mega evolution, or Typhlosion, and it's the best one. I don't know. I can't say that with Feraligatr, of course, but I wonder if we'll get those revealed before the game drops. That'll be the big thing. Today is a nice taster stream to have us back. Looking forward to some regular scheduled programming after Frankfurt. Me too, mate. Frankfurt regional this weekend, though, is going to be high. Back to regulation H. No double restrictors, which is going to feel kind of strange. But it's that interim period, I feel now, that we've got in the run up to like Christmas, I guess, in the new year before Champions drops. And hopefully we get that date soon for when Champions is gonna drop. We haven't got a specific date yet. 2026 is like the outline, right? So I'm very excited about that. Next week I'm going to be pre-ordering the game Ultimate Team Tron. Nice, awesome. I wonder if we're gonna get, I'm still curious, and I'm still pretty convinced that we're gonna get a Switch 2 model of Z-A, like a old decored version of it. And I wonder when they're gonna drop it. It's gotta be soon, right? It has to be soon. Has to be soon. I'm gonna be very sad because I've got my Switch 2 and I'm like, can't really justify getting another Switch 2 so early on. Halucha is my fave mega so far, followed closely by Dragonite, then Victory Bell. Could see the return of Heart Gold Shiny Nuzlocke. I think we need to finish it, right? We're on the Dratini hunt. So we need to get that Extreme Speed Dratini. Get that done, get it out of the way. And it shouldn't really take too long because we've only got, it depends which hunts we do. I'd like to go after Ho-Oh there, I think after the Dragonite. And maybe we say, okay, just to finish it and wrap it up, we could just do those hunts, and then we can always come back to it at a later date if we want to do extra shiny hunts for the other restricted Pokemon in that game. Draconified, hi, it's been a while. I have plenty of shiny Pokemon. 98 shiny alpha. 98 shiny alpha. That's insane. I'm actually doing a shiny Oni run of Legends Arceus at the minute, and it's been a blast. No shiny alphas just yet. Lots of interesting shiny fails though at the very beginning of the game, which has been a bit of a pain, but it makes for the story, right? But that's awesome, mate. 98 shiny alpha Pokemon. Gearing up, so ready for Z-A though with that haul. Reminder to fight Shiny Chi-Yu, Sedenchik. Good reminder as well, because I think it's running till this Sunday, right? We should get the results Friday. I feel like this one's going to be probably the most beaten one out of all of them. I think we've got no problem that this one's going to hit that 1 million. But yeah, and then I think it'll be the Friday after, so week Friday, when we get the Shiny Chi-Yu drop. It's at the 18th. I feel like that date in my head for some reason. Yeah, the 18th 19th of September, but then only like a week to claim that, and then they're all going to finish. So be interesting to see if this is the last like Terror Raid event in Scarlet and Violet. I could see them cycling back through the 7-star raid Pokemon that we like once again, like people have missed from a long time ago, like Cinderace and stuff like that. I know a bunch of you that follow those videos missed a lot of those early 7-star raid Pokemon. So I do see them doing something potentially. They may not do anything at all, but I do think they'll probably do like what they did with Sword and Shield with the G-Max Pokemon. They'll have them all, and it'll just be random. Whatever raid you go into, it'll be random. One of the 7-star raid Pokemon. I think there's like 30 of them now that you can hit on and go from there. So we'll see if they do that, so everyone that missed those early ones can kind of pick them up later in the game. Was Mega Skarmory leak meant to be an additional proper Jared, I don't know. I can't talk about any of the leaks here because I know there's going to be people in the chat or watching this that don't want to be spoiled or anything like that. So I'm not gonna discuss any leak stuff. So we can talk about that when it's officially revealed, which would be really fun as well, going through them all. And who knows how many megas are, because I personally don't know the number of how many megas we're going to get in Z-A, which is kind of nice as well. One of those things. How long till they reveal the new mega? It will be about 45 minutes from now, so 45 minutes. And I don't know, have we got the trait? No, they haven't got it on the main page, have they? They've just got the My Friend Malamar trailers from last week, the UK Malamar.mp4 trailer. So when, oh, here we go, upcoming premieres at 2 o'clock. There we go. Okay, there we go. Okay, let me just bang this up full screen. There we go. Very nice. Awesome. Bebum, how are we doing, mate? I hope you are doing great, my friend. It has been a while, but great to have you here. Since we last spoke, I embarked on the hardest shiny hunt yet and probably ever. Riley, what are you hunting at the moment? I need to know, mate. What is this hunt? I've been trying to complete the entries in Arceus right now. I'm only at the first area. Pigeon bug. I could stay in Obsidian Fieldlands for the longest time. I got a really... I'll tell you guys. This scenario that I had. So on my Shiny Oni run. So in Lake Verity, the island in the middle, I get a mass outbreak on my map. Gyarados. And Gyarados is right next to the island. So I go and I check it out because I'm like, if it's near the shore, I might be able to throw jet balls at it. Or whatever the wing balls, feather balls. So I get there and I get close enough to the shore edge where the mass outbreak right next to the island appears. And there's a red Gyarados there. And I'm like, are you actually kidding? Right? And I'm like, I need to get this red Gyarados. So I don't know how many of you guys know about this, but there is a kind of a... It's not really a glitch, but it is kind of a glitch in a way where you can make a Bibarel bridge. You can stand on Bibarel. It's like one of the only Pokemon that you can stand on. You can put it in the water, but it's really tricky. And then you can use a team and you can kind of lay them out and make a bridge. So I attempted this for probably about 9 hours straight, trying to get to the island to get this Gyarados. And I'll leave it there and wait for the video when it drops to see the conclusion of that. But it was very tragic to come across it and not be able to get it originally. And it was just swimming around, just waiting, just out of grasp. Second Gen 6 Mega, let's go. I know, mate. Yeah, it's crazy. It's nice to see Gen 6 getting a little bit more love, right? But I hope you're doing good, Bebum. Great to see you as always. Any plans on back to the past shiny Nuzlocke runs? Ollie, as I say, I might bring this Legends Arceus run on stream. We'll see what we do with some of the other stuff that we've got. Might finish off Hot Gold or Silver, but we could also drizzle in a little bit of that as well. But yeah, I think some Nuzlocke runs would be fun to do. What will 7-star Hydreigon's Terra type be? 7-star Hydreigon. Oh yeah, of course, because we've still got those to go as well. They kind of like delayed those. What's it going to be? Steel, Fairy, Fire? Probably Steel, right? I mean, we had a 5-star Hydreigon raid, and its kind of signature type there was Steel, I'm pretty sure. So they might go that way. I forgot that we've still got those powerhouse Pokemon, the pseudo legendaries raids still to finish off, which they haven't done. Almost like a second thought. They're like, yeah, maybe let's hope that everyone kind of forgets about those. But we'll see. Even got Jumbo Shiny Paldean Wooper and Jumbo Shiny Vulpix line complete. Wow, that's amazing, mate. Marcus, how are you doing as well? The mega guitar pick. I would love a guitar pick like this. Can you imagine? That would be fire. I remember they did like Pokemon guitar picks for, was it Nashville? I think in the competitor pack, you got like a little card and you got these like Pokemon Worlds themed guitar picks. I never used them. I just kept them on the board. Very cool. It'd be kind of cool if they did like a guitar pick line. I'm sure lots of people would buy them, including myself. When I'm not playing Pokemon Violet, I'm on ACNH or spending time with my dog and Josie. That's super nice. That's super nice. Game Free forgot about Hydreigon when we got the 7-star pseudo legendaries. They've just, yeah. And you, honestly, Jarrett, I feel like you've just reminded me. They did such a good job of just forgetting about it that I forgot that we were in the middle of that whole series as well. Johnny, how are you doing, mate? Good to see you. Malamar is my friend. There is no one I'd rather be with than my friend Malamar. I feel hurt by that, Johnny. I feel hurt. Jokes aside, I'm doing good, mate. How are you doing? You hype about Mega Malamar potentially revealing today? But Salamence is my fave pseudo legendary. Salamence is a solid one. I always got to say T-Tar because T-Tar is like my favorite, but all the pseudos are really cool. Have we had Metagross yet? I'm so confused now about which pseudos we've... No, we have had Metagross. We haven't had Hydreigon. Have we had Goodra and his Syrian Goodra? I feel like we've had, like, there's a bunch of them, and Dragapult as well. Man, they have not got time. If they were planning on doing this before Z-A released, so they're going to overlap. I guess they're going to run in Scarlet and Violet after Z-A drops. Which is, yeah, I guess a thing. I would have thought when Z-A dropped though that like all support for Scarlet and Violet would have finished, but obviously not. Jazzy Girl, when are we back with Chaz? So next week we'll be back with Charlie. So we were going to do it this week, but I had so much prep for and just getting stuff done and then getting ready for going away tomorrow to Frankfurt. So I just ran out of time to get anything done this week, and it would have been a real rush. So hopefully next week, and it'll probably be, I think Tuesdays or Wednesdays are the days that we're looking at, but as soon as we have like pinned it down, I will let you guys know. But looking forward to it. Chaz has got some banger guests on recently, so his Chazingder chats has been good. It's he's got some very high profile names lined up, just great for him. The 98th shiny alpha Pokemon was the static Magikarp. No way. Wow. You know, there's so many times I run through like Obsidian Fieldlands and those static Pokemon, and I'm like, are any of them ever going to be shiny? Just the one. I've got a massive flying and rock weakness on my team at the minute. I really need to try and get some shinies to patch up those weaknesses. Not going to have an easy time against some of the battles later on if I leave it like it is. If Gigalith was in Scarlet and Violet, would be a better Sandstream use. 100%. Yeah, Jar. It will be used in VG, I'm sure. Especially like Reg H, I think Gigalith with body press be nasty. Johnny, I'm super stoked about Malamar, one of the coolest designs from Gen 6. I hope it doesn't receive the Victory Bell treatment. I want a menacing mega for him. Yeah, I think it will. I mean, it's going to be hard not to kind of keep that theme with the Malamar. Unless they like do the Victory Bell thing and just blow it up like a balloon and then go super goofball mode. But I don't think they're going to do that. I feel like it's... I think we'll be pleasantly surprised. No Hydreigon, no Salamence, no Dragapult, and none of the Goodras. That's crazy. Angry Panda, thank you so much for confirming which ones were still missing from the pseudos. And it'd be nice to have that set finished as well, kind of like we're partway through, so everyone that has been following them, yeah, it's just weird that they haven't been running them consecutively. I guess it couldn't. It probably messes up the count with the room legendaries if they have them running at the same time. Or maybe it just takes up too much resource, who knows. How big will the decks be in Z-A? I would imagine it'll probably be a similar size to what Legends Arceus was. Not huge, but it may be bigger. Maybe bigger because Legends Arceus decks wasn't massive, was it? I got a copy of XD Gales of Darkness last week. Stig, that's awesome. It was an Apartment Fire, so I'm calling it a special textured edition. Wow. Congrats on picking that up though, that's amazing. I would love to own a copy of that game. I would. And it's still not dropped on the Virtual Console yet, which I'm surprised about. When is this live stream about to start? It will start in 36 minutes. 36 minutes. I think Noivern should receive a Mega. That would be a cool one to get. A Mega for sure. In Pokemon Violet, I got 3 shiny Pokemon, 2 Ice-Q, and a random shiny Halucha. Full odds, no charm. Nice. Getting ready to trade that in for Mega Halucha. Mr. Browser, how are we doing today? Are you playing also the VGC Casters Cup? I am, and I'm really behind with getting my videos up. So my draft video is done, and then my match against Zoe. I don't know, Zoe's probably... I think Zoe's uploaded her video of our match. It didn't go well for me. Sorry for spoiling. Now, Zoe played really well. And my prep... really overlooked one Pokemon that she brought, and it just bodied me. So hopefully this week we're going up against Alpha Phoebe. I'm playing when I'm out in Frankfurt. If I can stream it, I might just stream it. It's going to be a bit of a weird setup, but I'll see what the Wi-Fi's like in the hotel where I am. If I can, I will. Shiny Koraidon and Miraidon not out yet too. I know, yeah. Wow, Stig, only $100. That's amazing. That is good. Even if the cover and stuff, because you could probably get a replacement cover, right? You could even print another one for yourself if you wanted just to look nicer and get a replacement box. The key is that you've got that disc, which is awesome. Very happy for you, mate. I was wrong, we got Salamence. I did think we had Salamence, but yeah, Definitely no Dragapult, the Gudras, and the Hydreigon. The Hydreigon's the weirdest one because they kind of skipped over that one, didn't they? And went to Baxcalibur for some reason. You think there'll be more megas than the ones that got leaked? I don't know which ones got leaked, so I'm not really too sure on the numbers, but I would imagine we'll get a good amount. Like this being a standalone game as well, where it's not split over 2 copies. I don't know. I would say like 15 to 20 megas seems, maybe that's too many. I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. Dean, how are you doing? I haven't caught a stream for a minute, but always good to see you, mate. Enjoying the mega reveals. I am, mate. Yeah, it's good. And it feels like they're starting to ramp up now. Like we're getting closer to the launch of Z-A. Like we're 5 weeks out. It's crazy. So yeah, really enjoying them. Hopefully Malamar won't let us down today. Callum, how are you doing, mate? Huge power Malamar going places. Could you imagine if it got huge power? That would be absolutely nuts. Contrary, used that a few times. Get those superpower buffs, and then yeah, huge power mega. That would be nuts. The browser of the Castles Cup is really cool. Best of luck. Thank you so much. I've got a lot of work to do to kind of pull myself back into it, although it's only been 1 week. I do feel like, you know, if I win this week, then I'm right back in the mix, but really want to try and get to that top cut. It's funny, the last draft league I played, I think I got to this, yeah, I got to semi-finals, and I played Boyd in the semi-finals, and I got some really bad RNG rolls, and then Boyd went on to win it. But I had a really strong draft in that league. I think it was the one that Joe Ugarte ran a few years ago, and they just let me, like, basically the rest of the guys, they let me draft, like, I think I got Venusaur, Charizard, Torkoal, then I get Ninetales as well. I had like a Fire Sun team. It was like absolutely bang out. It was like something you could basically go to an event with. And afterwards they were like, why did we let Lee draft all of these Pokemon? And I was like, it's fine. It's done now. It's locked in. So I did really well there, but yeah, tripped up by Boyd at the last hurdle. Raf, how are you doing? I hope you're well. I'm so bummed that we won't know any of the new mega abilities till the release of champions. Oh, I know, mate. That's the kicker, isn't it? I'm like, I just want to know. I want to know their abilities. It's kind of weird as well because there's no abilities in Z-A, right? But like Mega Kangaskhan kind of relies on that parental bond ability, and I'm sure it will have an effect when it's battling in Z-A. It's going to be interesting to see how that's kind of those abilities are applied. Same with like Mega Mawile as well. It relies quite a lot on that huge power ability. So yeah, but really looking forward to champions. I'm hoping we get like more news on champions like November, December time, and then I'm fingers crossed for me. I'm hoping for like an early January release of champions, and then those first events in the new year are all going to be on champions. That would be my ideal, but we'll have to wait and see. Still waiting to see if Zubat makes it into Z-A. Oh, you've got to think it will, but maybe not though. Maybe not. It'd be kind of cool if it did. Yeah, we all love Mega Crobat. I'm not saying it's going to get a Mega. I would love to see it get a Mega. Kind of wondering if they will release Shiny Koraidon, Miraidon, and Terra Raids like the Treasure Room. That could be the final raid event, you know, in the lead up to Z-A. It feels just like, you know, I feel like they missed the opportunity to really capitalize on releasing those Pokemon. I think they should have done it pre-Worlds. Knowing that Worlds this year was a double restricted format, right? And like a lot of those players, I mean, we ended up seeing Geo winning with Koraidon, right? They could have had those shinies showcased at Worlds if they just released that event like a month before Worlds. But, you know, things might have played out a little bit differently. Who knows? Although I'm sure a lot of competitive players don't just rely on a shiny Pokemon being available to use it, but it might have swayed the hands of some players. You never know. But why Malamar of all Pokemon? It's why not Malamar? That's the bigger question. Cop de loop. Grace, how are you doing? How many goals will Isaac score for Newcastle this season? Very, very bitter about that. I'm very bitter about that whole situation. That man has just disgraced himself. He could, like, you know what, right, Grace? All I'm going to say on the Ezek situation is I expected him to leave at some point, to go on to a bigger club, to for whatever reason, right? Wants to win trophies and stuff like that. I accept that. And I think that was like the acceptance of all fans. But the way he went about it was just bad taste for me. So I have no time for that block anymore. And I can't wait till he comes to St. James's Park next year where we play. So we'll probably have to wait. But we might get them in the cups or something like that. So it might be sooner rather than later. But, you know, yeah, just bad. I hope he doesn't score many goals, though. He might be a huge flop. You never know. It could happen. But it's all right. We got big Nick Baltimore now. We're all right. We're all right. We'll be fine. Mr. Holbrookie, how are we doing? Well then, it's been a long time since there was an Osirus live on my home page. How are you, mate? I'm doing good, mate. How are you doing? Will we see this weekend, Frankfurt? You will, mate. Are you going to be there this weekend? I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be a really cool event. Nice way to kick off the new season after Worlds and stuff. So yeah, hopefully I'll get a catch up with you there, mate. And I had the foresight, I must say. Bebon with the foresight. When is it releasing? So 28 minutes, 2 p.m. UTC, 1 p.m. UTC, 2 p.m. BST. Do you think we'll get a shiny mythical if we fill the Z-A decks in home? That would be cool, wouldn't it? Especially if it was like Victini. If they did that, that would be awesome. If they continue this trend with the dex rewards in Pokemon Home. Victini feels like the obvious one that they need to do next. I mean, it might be Diancie, because they have released, I'm sure they've released shiny Diancie before, but it was a very, very small event in like Japan or something like that, Korea. But I have to go back and check the details. So, Diancie, or I just want Victini, but it doesn't look like we're getting that Gen 5 remake anytime soon, so that's why I'm saying Victini. Your precious belongs to us now. Lumpy, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well and having a great day. Excited for the Malamar reveal? Can I ask, is Sword or Shield better? A newbie started playing VG games. Well, it depends on... I think they're both about the same. Like, it depends. I would say for VG stuff, if you're more interested in the specifics, you've got to say Zamazenta is probably the stronger restricted at the moment than Zacian. Zacian's strong, but it's harder to kind of weave into certain teams, where Zamazenta feels a little bit more splashable onto a lot more teams, and it's had a way more success. So I would say Sword is the one to go for, but it really depends, because the other restricteds that you get there, they're like a choice in game. So like your Urshifu, you choose between the two, and your Calyrex you choose as well. So that's not like version dependent, if that makes sense. But excited for you to start playing Sword and Shield. Very cool games. I hope Isaac fails at Liverpool. Oh, mate, Yongley, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, we played them right at St. James's, 10 men. I feel like we absolutely dominated the game. We battered them with 10 men, and then we deserved a draw. I think we deserved a win in that game, but yeah, Wonder Kid, 95th minute or whatever it was. Wasn't it like a crazy amount of added time as well in that match? But yes, the officiating for Liverpool is different to the rest of the league for sure. The manner of him leave, contracts are basically meaningless, and that's from a Sunderland fan. Yeah, Rich. I mean, I was just, you could kind of like through the whole summer, I followed it, and you could see exactly how it was playing out. It just surprised me how he acted. I think the thing was, he looked like a month earlier, like what he was doing on camera, all the promotional stuff, it just didn't really add up too much. But whether it's bad advice from an agent or what, I don't know. But yeah, it's done now. I'm pleased it's all done. Well, you have the 8 for German D-Tech Messi now. So you're guaranteed top 17 finish at least. At least there's that, Grace. We've got that, you know. But I'm excited to see how it all unfolds. All 4 girls are in school this year, Lumpy. It's exciting, mate. I hope they're all settling back in okay. Sergio, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. And 250 soft resets for Giratina and BDSP. No luck yet. I hope you get it soon, mate. And BDSP is such a great game to hunt in as well. I really appreciate BDSP. After going back and doing all the mega Pokemon, some of those hunts in that game were brutal. And I did them on the Switch 1 as well, so the reset time was like way longer. But yeah, I do love a shiny legendary hunt in BDSP. I still need to go back and get Arceus. That's something I would love to do. I've been playing Violet for about 2 years. Just went and bought Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl and Shield the other day, coming back to Pokemon after a few decades. Nice to hear, Michael. That's awesome. Awesome. I hope you enjoy Shield as well. And Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, some of my favorite games. They get bad rap, but I think in their own like little place, they're great games. Gentle, I've been thinking, since we got all the Sinnoh Mythicals and Legends Arceus, does this mean we'll finally be able to get Hoopa Volcanion guaranteed on Z-A without having to wait for events? I have had the same thought myself. I'm hoping that is the case. I really hope if they do that, though, that they don't shiny lock anything. It'd be nice if we could have the opportunity to shiny hunt those Mythicals. But knowing their track record, it's probably not super likely. Speaking of insane and long shiny hunts, any news on the Croc? No, mate. And I haven't really had much time to pick it up to dive into it, which is like really sad because we're like the time is counting down for ZA. I don't know if it's gonna happen, but maybe that's where we come back and stream next week. Maybe we jump into Colosseum, try and get the shiny Croc. Longley, it was an amazing game to watch as a neutral. Gordon stepping up this season. Yeah, he really has, and he played well for England was it last night? Yeah, last night. So sad thing about England though, Elliot Anderson's just finally like pulling all the stops out, and it's like he should have been a Newcastle player, but sad times. Golubo, we're talking about Isaac. I'm glad he's gone after all he did. Even more glad we got the lad I wanted, or Wendon or Voltamide. Yeah, me too. I think like that was such a surprise sign as well. I was on holiday when that got announced, and I was like, I think it was like 5 o'clock. All the journalists started posting about it, and I was like, this has to be a wind up because it's just dropped out of the blue. But classic Newcastle fashion. It was awesome. Yeah, very excited to kind of see how him and Weasel link up this year. See how bad this mega really gets. Jimmy, I have confidence. We only got 20 minutes, so I have confidence. My friend Malamar is gonna hopefully be a pleasant surprise. We'll discuss afterwards. We're gonna know very shortly. Riley, my main fear is that Pokemon Bank servers die when ZA launches. I feel like it's only time they could do it to soften the blow. Maybe. I still stand, Riley, I'm still standing by. They're not going to get rid of Bank and like Transporter until we get those older classic games on the Switch 2. And I think that's what they're waiting on. Because it feels it's coming up. Is it going to be 2 years in February when they first announced that? Or maybe longer even. Can't be 3 years since they were like, we're going to close those services. It feels like a very long time though. So it's almost like it's hinging on something. And it could be Champions, you know, it could be when Champions comes out, because that's going to have a big impact on home integration with the other games, and that could be what they're waiting on. So maybe that, but I still think there's got to be something there that they're doing with these classic games, porting them over onto the eShop. Once they're available, I think that's when we might see that integration go away, but that'll be a sad day. But hopefully they just keep running it for the time being. Do you like American football? Do you know the rules? It's a fun sport. You should watch it. But I've never really got into American football. I know bits, but not too much. Not enough to sit here and have a conversation and be like, oh yeah. So when I was at uni, we had an American football team, and a lot of the guys played American football, but look at my build. I'm not really built to be ramming myself into other players. I mean, I could probably be one of those, the runners, but I'm also not like super quick either, so I'm probably not fast enough to do that job either. So yeah, water boy, be the water boy. But yeah, I'd love to get into it a bit more. A lot of friends that I have that do watch it avidly. What do you think the odds are for Gen 5 remakes in the next 2 years? I hope we do get a Gen 5 remake. It's been on the cards for such a long time, and I'll always go back to, you know, when I think a couple of years ago when we had that Pokemon Day, Pokemon Presents, and every single one of these leakers was like talking about this black and white remake. And I always think there's no smoke without fire, right? And there had to have been something to those leaks. So maybe it's been delayed, maybe it's been just parked, benched, whatever, but I do think we might get something at some point. Just when, I don't know. But we'll have to see. Grace, Elliot Anderson has moved up in the world. Can't stay at small club for. Well, the problem is now, Grace, I worry because Forest have now got Ange, and we really need Elliot Anderson to be fit for the World Cup, and playing in a Forest team, if it's anything like that Spurs team, I do worry about some of those England internationals under Ange. I feel like he's going to run them into the ground and they might not see the tournament, but hopefully it doesn't work out like that. That was like my first thought when I saw Ange got appointed at Forest. I was like, oh, this is not ideal. I mean, it's a free 6 points whenever we play Forest now, I feel, but they might surprise us. They may do. I'm glad they are giving one of my favorite Pokemon a Mega. Crimson, awesome. One of your favorite Pokemon. I didn't realize how many people actually really loved Malamar. I've been a big fan of Malamar, not to the extent some of these brainwash folk and these social posts have been going on, like, but I've always been a big fan of Malamar. I love the Contrary ability. I love that its signature move Topsy Turvy, and I tried for the longest time in VG to try and make that work because I always felt like it had a lot of potential, but it just took too much time, too much resource to implement in an actual battle, so I never really got there. But yeah, it's awesome to see how many people actually really do love Malamar, and this last week has been a bit of an eye-opener. Getting so hyped for Malamar. There we go. Grace, Lee, they're hiring a Sunderland mascot if you're interested. Grace, I'll if you send me your contact details, I'll forward it on for you. I know some people connected to the club, so I can just slip it in. We'll probably get you guaranteed spot position for that if you want. I feel like you would do a good job. I'll take no Mega Malamar. He just comes into the stream and says black and white remakes Gen 1 to 5 on the Switch 2. That would be hype. I mean, I would take that over the Mega Malamar reveal, right? We get black and white remakes and then Gen 1 to 5. I mean, all day long. I'm sorry, Mega Malamar. I'm choosing that over your reveal. But it's kind of interesting. I think another rumor that's going around at the minute is we're supposed to get a Nintendo Direct this month, and in that is going to be a Pokemon spin-off game. Supposedly, that's all the hot takes at the minute. So that'll be interesting to see what they do with that. I don't know, I wouldn't have thought it'd be like a Dungeons game. I don't know what it would be. Dash or something like that. I don't know. Did you prefer Peter Crouch be a Farnham Kids mascot? Best thing I've seen all week. I need to check that out. Crimson, it brainwashed me years ago. Also, that one episode Malamar showed its true power by controlling all the Pokemon in the area and making not only its own army with people, but people too. Malamar's a very cool Pokemon. It needs more features in the anime for sure. Bring back Pokemon Ranger. Pokemon Ranger game would be really cool. It'd be awesome if they did that, and then they had all these like secret integrations with the newer games, right? You know, like they used to do. If you had where you could get the Manaphy egg from Pokemon Ranger and things like that. If they did that with the newer games, I feel like all the integrations, like cross game stuff, they've kind of just done away with it. Holbrookie, if when they announce Gens 1 to 5 on the Switch 2, I'm taking whatever holidays I have remaining and play through all of them front to back. I mean, I'd love to do that from start to finish, right? Shiny only run through all of them. Pokemon Rangers, just Beyblades. Also, we need Pokemon Beyblades, please. Beyblades, mate. It's still there's a big Beyblade competitive scene. I see a lot of posts on my X, quite a lot about the weight and things. I know nothing about it. I love Beyblade, the anime when I was younger, so I love seeing all that stuff. Love the design, but how would you use it in normal battles? Mimikyu fan, what are we talking about? Which design of what? Malamar not used to using it. How do Malamar fans use it in normal battles, not competitive? Don't know, just spam contrary superpower stuff, I guess. That'd be the way I would do it, but I don't know. It's probably got a bunch of other things that it can do. Never heard of Malamar until it got released into Pogo, and it's a beast in PvP. One of my faves to battle with. Became a massive fan. I didn't realize it was actually strong in PvP. That's cool. Are we potentially gonna see it in Frankfurt for the first Pogo regionals this weekend of the season? Where I play Beyblade Tonys and have people over for the... Oh, dude, no way you do. Wow, that's cool, mate. You need to, like... I need to find out a lot more about this. We need to DM. I find it so interesting that it's so random. I think when you buy the Beyblades, right, they can be certain weights, and you can like luck out with a heavier version of that Beyblade than another, and then it's like super OP. I think that's so cool. I would spend a fortune on Beyblades. Will they reveal Mega Malamar today? Yes, they will, and it will be revealed. I think they will. I mean, I'm pretty sure they're going to reveal Mega Malamar. They've went to a lot of trouble this last week with all the social takeovers and everything like that. For them not to reveal Mega Malamar today it would feel a little bit weird. So I would say 99.8% sure that we're going to see Mega Malamar today. Trent Internet starts in 12 minutes time. Isn't it so awesome, Holbrookie? This new series is so fast and action-packed. I absolutely love it. Is that a new series of Beyblade? Ooh, I'm gonna have to check it out. Is that on Crunchyroll or another service? Malamar gets Hypnosis and Destiny Bond with superpower. It's got moves. It's got a good move pool as well. It's pretty solid. Solid across the board. I just like the Psychic and Dark typing. I think that combat, it was the first... Is it the only Psychic and Dark typing that we've got? I just love that combo. I'm sure we've got another one. Direct just announced for Friday. Oh wow. Have we got the announcement? Okay, we've got some stuff. What's this? Cerebi, the special video from Malamar for Pokémon Legends Z-A will air in less than 1 hour of this post. There we go. Special news report. It's actually what's happened in real life. This is a real life graph of what's happened over the last week. The love for Malamar is actually... I can't see anything about... If we got anything from the Nintendo UK site. They've not updated anything yet. But very cool though that we're going to get a new Direct. Very hype about that. Very hype. Topsy-Turvy is a very cool move. It is. Yori, how are we doing from Belgium? Great to have you here, my friend. Hope everything is good with yourself. Looking forward to the Malamar. Almost never know when a Pokemon Direct is coming up. I think it's just a 4-minute trailer today. I think it's around 4 minutes today. It might be longer, might be a little less. But then we should have... So this will be the main trailer that we get with the reveal, I guess. And then we should get a trailer dropped shortly after with the gameplay footage, which is what they normally do. And then I'll update the Legends Z-A website. So we'll check all that out in the stream today, which will be a lot of fun. Dark and Psychic seems to be unique to Inkit and Malamar. So we've not had another type with that combination before. Darth Vader, how are we doing today? Hope you're well. Greatest superpower with Contrary gives you +1 in attack and defense, but Max Knuckle gives you -1 attack. Yeah, that's so true. Yeah, the Contrary is such a strong ability. And I think this is why I'm like, in my mind, I feel like Mega Malamar could be really strong as a Mega, because in its base form with the Contrary, you can kind of set it up and then you can Mega it after you've done that setup, and it could be like so OP, but we'll have to see what that ability turns into. They may not change it, they may just keep it as Contrary, but I'd imagine they'll probably swap it around. Mega Halucha got people really hyped for the Megas for it. Yeah, definitely. I feel after that reveal, everyone really started to kind of get on the bandwagon, and it's like this momentum now is in full swing. 9 minutes. One of the who performs is Psychic Dark. There we go. There we go. What is my favorite Mega Pokemon? My favorite Mega Pokemon. I'd always say like the first one that comes to my mind is like Mega Mawile. I think from like competitive play, it got me like 7th place at Worlds in 2014, so it's always going to be like a very special Mega to me. But other Megas that I really like Mega Gallade. I think Mega Gallade's very cool. It's kind of similar to Iron Valiant, but Iron Valiant's not as cool. So Mega Gallade, Mega God of War as well, I really like. Mega Manectric, but probably out of all of them, Mega Gengar. I think Mega Gengar is probably my favorite out of all of them. And I've just reamed off like half of the list of Megas that we've got already, so there we go. There's a few. Mega Xerneas, can you imagine? I feel like Xerneas and Yveltal, it's weird we haven't had any coverage of those Pokemon at all yet, so I think we'll probably get something on them soon, maybe. Mega Flygon is my favorite. I'm waiting, Grace. Mega Flygon. At some point, it's gotta happen. Maybe not in Z-A. Somewhere down the line. Mega Zangoose. That would be... I feel like Zangoose... Mega Zangoose, Mega Seviper. They would be cool ones to get, I think. I would love to see them. But they wouldn't have any abilities in Z-A, right? No, they wouldn't. Although, I don't know if how the abilities are going to work. Because we were kind of talking about this before. Like, Mega Kangaskhan needs Parental Bond. So, I don't know if there'll be like kind of hidden abilities that just work in the game mechanics when you're battling, rather than being there and you can see them, you know? And then we're going to have to wait to Champions for that to drop to get all of that information. Spencer, how are you doing? I hope you're well. I think you'll have a silly mechanic to Mega Evolve Malamar. Spin your Switch 360 degrees. Yeah, we have to buy a little device and we have to put it on spinning top and then spin it around. And that's how you get Mega Malamar. There's going to be something though, right? They're going to do something with it. Lumpy Mega Mr. Mime. The day it happens. Let's hope, mate. Let's hope. Iron Valiant is a mix of Gallade and God of War, yeah. I just like the little like cape that Mega Gallade's got on. It's very cool. Contrary, then Mega new OP tier. Watch this Mega gets banned first. Who thinks what Pokemon with new Mega will get banned in Pokemon Champions? I don't think they'll ban any of them, you know. I think they'll... For marketing reasons, it just won't make sense. They might... It depends. Are they going to have like balance patches in Champions? That's the kind of thing I'm really curious about. Like, are they going to have balance patches in a format where if something is so OP... You'd normally have to wait until like a new generation or a new game comes out and they'll patch your Pokemon, because in the previous one it was so OP. Like we had the balance with Mega Kangaskhan not getting Power Up Punch anymore, or Talonflame not having the nerf to like Gale Wings. But are they just gonna do that you know, on a bi-monthly basis where they say, okay, this Mega's way too overpowered, way more than what we thought? And that's a kind of exciting thing I think we've got to look forward to, potentially with Champions. Whether they do that or not, I don't know. Articus Alpha, how are we doing? I hope you're well, having a great day. Great to see you in the stream, and hope you're hyped for the Malamar. We got 5 minutes until this one starts. Lee, can I DM you my friend code from home to get shiny Mew and Deoxys, please? Of course, my friend, of course. About Pokemon Z-A, do you think we will have access in every starter of every region that has already had Mega Evolution until today, or they will give them to us in special events? I think everything's going to be... I think you're all going to be able to catch everything in Z-A. All previous Megas should be in Z-A, I think. And it'll be like Legends Arceus, where everything I think will be catchable in game. Hopefully. We'll see. But if it follows the trend from Legends Arceus, kind of that thing makes sense, right? And Corey, I want Mega Yan Mega. That'll be a cool one to get. Mega Sharpedo is pretty underrated, yeah. I feel like some of the old Megas, I think Moxie, Marcus has just put a video up maybe yesterday or the day before, very recently, about like buffing the new Megas. I'd definitely check it out if you're interested in like competitive and how the old Megas that maybe were a little bit underused could be buffed coming into Champions being released. So they're not so underused and they still have a little bit more viability, you know. Good video. Gigas and Arceus were exceptions to the no abilities thing though. This is very true. Very true. I think Pokemon is the only game where I don't want to balance patches. Is that a hot take? I mean, it's fair enough. I mean, I can see where you're coming from. Because like, if you keep balancing stuff, then you get to the point where just, yeah, you're gonna, you know, I don't know. I think stuff should be balanced, but probably not too regularly. Unless something is like seriously broken and it's like compromising the integrity of the game, you know. I think like Dog Void Smeagol is a good example of that. They probably, if they should have patched that way before, but then they went way over the top with patching and nerfing Dog Void. Now Darkrai doesn't really have a move that it can use to take advantage of to spam, and I think it was fine on Darkrai, but they should have just not allowed Smeagol to sketch it in the first place and then just left it as it was. But I completed Jumbo Shiny Frigibacks line a while ago. Nice, that's awesome, mate. It's only Malamar's reveal. 2 minutes. We've got 2 minutes. Okay, let me just turn off the background music. What was the background music like? Was the levels all right? I'm gonna turn up the music slightly, but I don't want it like overpowering when this comes on. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Mega Houndoom. I love Mega Houndoom. One of my favorite Megas as well. Very cool, but it's just not really viable and competitive, is it? What's your favorite Pokemon? Mine's Torchic. Great choice. My favorite Pokemon. I always say Tyranitar, but it feels a bit of a cop out when there's so many like really cutesy Pokemon, right? I feel like Torchic fits into that role. Mimikyu's a big favorite of mine. I like Mimikyu a lot. Do you think we'll get Megas from gens past 6 like Galar, Alola, and Paldea? I don't think we'll get anything from Paldea just because we never got anything from Sword and Shield when Legends Arceus dropped. But I think there's every chance we get Sword and Shield and Alola. I hope we get some Alola stuff. I think it's like a good time to integrate some Alola and Pokemon and give them Megas. That would be really cool to see. Opinion on Fluttermane. It's needed to balance things for sure. But it is very strong. But that's why we saw it on most teams throughout most formats we had. Mega Blaziken is my fave. Such a good Mega Pokemon as well. That speed boost ability is just absolutely insane as well. I'd like to see a Mega Trevenant. I'd love to see that. That'd be cool. I can't imagine what it would evolve into. Like just a bigger tree. The new Mega plushies. I haven't seen many of the new Mega plushies. I'd love a Mega Tyranitar plush though. So cool. So cool. Mega Dendinair. There's one. I don't know if we'll ever see that, but I wouldn't be sad if we got a Mega Dusk Lycanroc. We'll go insane. That would be a very cool one. Imagine the shiny of that as well. Axel, how are we doing? Hope you're well. Gimroth, my coolest Pokemon, Tyranitar, most elegant Suicune. Must have party members, Lucario, Gallade. Overall favorite Mega, just Gardevoir. Very cool list. Great selections. In ZM, definitely picking Totodile. I think I'll go Totodile as well. I'm not going to shift. I'm not going to sway my decision. I think it was always Totodile from the start, and I think I'll just stick with that. Mega Bidoof. That's what we all need in our lives. I have shiny costume Psyduck. Nice. That's awesome. I love the Psyduck in Pogo at the minute with like the rubber ring. This is very cool. Mega Blastoise with Water Spout is great on rain teams, especially with that Shell Smash early on. Right, it's beginning very soon. Premiere will begin shortly. Where can I watch? You can watch here. It should be starting soon, but it is on the official Pokemon YouTube channel as well, if you want. So when it kicks off with the volume, if it's a little low, this is always going to be super high because for some reason the volume of this is always really high. So as soon as this ends, I'll crank it up a bit. But if it's too loud, just let me know. Here we go. Mega Malamar. My friend Malamar. Did anyone else think that the guy in the final, the street dancer dude, he looked like Jarrett from Bowling for Soup, a very young Jarrett? I cannot get this thought out of my head. When I first saw that little trailer, I was like, it's just Jarrett from Bowling for Soup. It's time. Right. Get this turned up a little bit. Never Melt Ice, how are you doing, mate? I hope you're well. Right, here we go, fam.
Breaking news. The recent Malamar popularity boom in Lumio City is more than just a craze. Lumio's latest has obtained an exclusive statement from a Pokemon trainer who claims to be responsible.
I don't know why, but I wanted people to see how friendly Malamar is. I had it use its hypnotic powers. I was careless. I'm sorry.
Careless indeed. Lumio's latest has acquired shocking footage of this apparent hypnosis happening across the city. Well-mannered, cultivated, modest. That's how close friends describe this local painter in Lumio City.
Oh, Tadene, you're so sweet and adorable.
But shortly after this footage was captured, something strange happened. She
What happened
seemingly
to
forgot her
Tadene?
manners, and her art went from elegant to extravagant.
Aw, my friend Malamar, you are so sweet and adorable. Oh, are you recording? Yes, yes, come on, get a close-up. Make sure to share this.
Well,
Look,
something
the
certainly
den is just
seems
like
off. Later that day, I spoke to a taxi driver who also got caught up in the moment. You're certainly cheerful, and your taxi, wow, it is colorful. Care to tell us more?
With Malamar in my rear view, there's no job I can't do. My friend Malamar.
But it seems he wasn't always like this. Thanks to the taxi's dash cams, we're able to see something rather interesting occur.
there it is, Mega Malamar in the background.
That bright flash, was that Mega Evolution? And what happened at the end there? Footage retrieved of this executive may tell us more.
Yes, I'll work on that. Oh, and do you have time for one more thing?
Sorry, I'm running late for the Z-A Royale tonight.
I was just hoping to discuss the most...
Let's put a pin in this and circle back later. What time are you free?
Sir, behind you!
What?
My friend Malamar? My friend Malamar!
Could this be the work of a Mega Evolved Pokemon? Who are these shadowy figures? And what happened to that executive? Well, courtesy of this viral video, we do know.
My friend Malamar!
Guy's been there since
It's
the night
safe
before.
to say he is no longer all business. We are not looking at simple hypnotism here. It is an entirely new person. Well, Lumio's latest have an exclusive interview with the trainer claiming to be responsible. Thanks for joining us. So, what is your part in all of this? Is this you?
Yes, I'm so sorry. I just didn't realize how powerful Malamar's hypnotism could get. How people's personalities would change entirely when it mega evolves.
So it is Mega Evolution.
Yes, let me show you. It's Mega Malamar.
Here we go.
Map? Map?
Karen did it. Wow. It's not too dissimilar from its normal. It kind of looks cool. Got like a Medusa kind of look about it. Very cool. Okay. I like it. I like it. Is that it? Let's go back. Go back. That's a good still. That's a great still of it right there. I like it a lot. I like it a lot. And another great still. That's very cool. It isn't too dissimilar. Way thinner though, isn't it? We're gonna get like a normal look at it. There we go. There we go. What's everyone's thoughts? Mega Malamar. I need to check out, see if I don't think we'll have any update yet on. I don't know if they'll have dropped another update video. It's a cool video. I think the whole trailer itself is very cool. The whole story. But it's one trainer's fault that Malamar just went on this rampage. Cool that real squids can do the color changing thing too. Kind of creepy. Should we play it back through while we wait for the actual gameplay footage? We'll play it through again. Attack from Mars looking that, yeah, definitely get those vibes. That's an awesome evil Labu reference. The body becomes the beam that kidnaps people. Have you seen my friend Malamar? I bet he understands better psychics. I'm taking it to the rave. Lucia, Malamar, Victory Bell, then Dragonite. I like our outfit. Malamar, I wonder if they have dropped the other video. Let me just check. I'm gonna drop over here and then let me see. Because we should, I feel like we will get a gameplay footage trailer to kind of follow up this as well. But the design itself, I kind of like. I do like. No gameplay footage trailer just yet. Okay, so we'll keep waiting on that. But I'm assuming we'll get that dropped soon. But that might be within the next hour, I would say. Pokémon Legends Z-A. Very short trailer though, like pretty much 4 minutes overall. But I like that it's just an expansion on everything that we got last week, which is cool. Anyone underwhelmed by the reveal though? It looks like neuron or spinal cord. Did not live up to the hype. Zach, let down, mate. It might look better in game. Gives me actual in-game vibes. Dragonite 4 out of 10. Victory Bell 2 out of 10. Lucia 8.5 out of 10. Malamar from Jay the Phoenix 10 out of 10. I think the design's really cool. I would put it up there with the Halucha design. I feel like the Halucha design was like perfect. It was like a really good addition from Halucha's base form into that Mega Evolution without doing too much drastic changing. It just fit, right? And I feel like the same with Malamar. I think they've done a good job with it. It's actually awesome. This design, Victory Bell, is just goofy Dragonite. They clearly ran out of ideas because too many fans made, and Halucha is just bling. This one is cool. I agree. I'm happy that they went with this silly little video. Check out the video description too. I need to check it out. What is the video description? Let's have a look. Right. My friend Malamar. Just gone all out ham. If they do megas, they should micros tiny power for the win. Yes, mate. Still nice. It has a mega. I'm definitely happy it's got a mega for sure. Mega Malamar's bulk got sent to Victory Bell. Yeah. Victory Bell got all the bulk. Malamar got all Or the bling. Well, not the bling, because Lucha got the bling, right? What we're gonna say, I don't know. Malamar definitely got something. Nope. I'm happy with it. Now just need to see the stats. Yeah, it'd be good to see what its stat pool's like. Don't get me wrong, it's cool, especially with the rainbow lightning, but a bit overhyped. I mean, I felt like it was probably, Zach, it was probably always going to be like that. I mean, a whole week build up of this reveal, right? Malamar was definitely in a War of the Worlds film. It definitely has that vibe, doesn't it? Yeah. Dragonite and Victory Bell is the best mega so far. Malamar gets skill swap. Contrary, wonder if we'll see more of those shenanigans in VGC now. It'd be kind of cool if we do, wouldn't it? Especially the contrary stuff. Remember, as a Legends game, there aren't any abilities. This is true. It is a cool look. I like the look of it. Yeah, it does look good. It's interesting. Going to be interesting to see how it looks in game, though. You know. Just keep playing it through. Keep playing it through. Yeah, Nintendo Direct confirmed for Friday. Friday. Cool. I don't know if I'll be able to stream it, but if I can, I will. I just want to keep checking the Pokemon page to see if we've got any updates on gameplay footage, because no, there's nothing yet. Nah. As soon as we do, though, I will keep checking and we'll get it updated. There might be abilities, we don't know that, right? Well, I think the abilities are going to be hidden. I can't remember who mentioned it earlier. It's like Arceus had an ability in Legends Arceus, but it wasn't like it wasn't visible on its overview summary screens, right? So that's, I think the Mega Pokemon probably will have abilities, the ones that rely on it when they're Mega evolved, like Kangaskhan, Parental Bond, and stuff like that. But we might not be able to see it directly. I think we probably don't even need to wait till Champions comes out to see what the abilities are, because they'll be, as soon as we get home integration with Z-A, then there's going to be a huge data mine, and all of those Pokemon's information, the new ones, will be updated in home. So that'll be a big, you know, we'll be able to find out way before then. Also looks like a light bulb. Either the hidden ability or the new ability is my guess. Yeah. I highly doubt there'll be abilities. I don't think we'll have like physically seen abilities there. I think they'll keep them for the main series titles. More special defense and less defense, and more special attack. Hopefully more speed as well. That'd be nice if Malamar gets more speed, because it's not a slouch, but I think if you sped it up a little bit, give it a bit more special attack, yeah, it'd be really strong. It doesn't need all the attack stat that it's got either. Depends which way they go with it. It feels like, well, they could go more physical attacker, take advantage of superpower a bit more with that contrary. Doesn't the video hint at more powerful version of Hypnosis? That's true as well, yeah. I wonder if that's going to be the vibe, you know? If that will be what the... That's a really good point, I think, Imroth. Wonder if we'll get an ability that boosts the power, like the accuracy of Hypnosis, or like, you know, could it get No God as the ability? So all its moves are 100% accurate. That'd be kind of wild if we got something like that. And then Hypnosis does become a bit broken. Good point, Gimroth. Let me see a unique attack. And it could, yeah, it could also get like a new signature attack as well that could take advantage of. Let you check Pokemon's website during the... they post additional information there. Let me check it out. Doo-doo. I've got the ZA page open, but they've got nothing yet. The Pokemon.com website might have something. Home. No, they've got nothing except the latest IC stuff and the top 5 greatest Pokemon video game evolutions of all time. My friend Malamar. That's all they got at the moment. So nothing other than that. But we will wait. We will wait and see what they drop. I'm sure it won't be too long. Official render of Mega Malamar from Cerebi. Compound eyes would be good. His ability is something like loaded dice, but for sleep, where it guarantees max sleep. That would be wild. I'd love to see that. Although I wouldn't as well, because I would hate to play against it. Outside of Megas, do you think we'll see any variants like we saw in Hisui? I really hope so, Delta, but I think the closer we get to Legends Z-A and we haven't seen anything like that, it doesn't give me too much hope. But I would really love, because the regional forms are like one of my favorite things with the new games. I really love to see that integration, and maybe some of the older Pokemon just get a little bit of a buff, a bit more love. So you never know though, we might do. Rose, great to see you. How are you doing? I hope you're well. And what do you think of the new Mega Malamar? Them eyes staring into my soul. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I'll go back a little bit. They're kind of spooky. There we go. I mean, it's just a little bit less close up. Hypnosis is almost like infatuation status rather than sleep. And yeah, because statuses kind of work differently in the Legends games, something like that could be what we see with Mega Malamar in Legends Z-A, and then it have an ability to kind of support that outside. So have we got a Japanese website as updated? Okay, we can find the video. We've got gameplay footage of Mega Malamar. Right, here we go. Wait there. I need to stop playing it on my phone. We need to go over to here. We need to go to the Japanese website. Japanese website. There we go. Okay. Here we go. Turn it up a little bit. It's too loud, let me know. Oh wow. Way bigger in game than what I thought. It's so long, it's like a sword. Like an upside down sword almost. Oh, what is this ability? It's like a strong hypnosis. Is that an attack, or is that like... It's almost like immobilizing the Pokemon. It's like, is it putting them to sleep? This is wild. We've still got a little bit of the video left. Mega Mind. Hypnosising the trainer. Okay, wait there. We need to go back and look at this again. Okay. Have I got this? There we go. That's a better view of it there. Sorry, I cut out half the screen in that last one. Okay. Yeah, it's an attack. No, that's an attack. So what does it do to Dragonite here? Is this like a status? A status attack, yeah. It's almost like it's not asleep because its eyes are still open, right? But it's kind of like just hypnotizing it into being able to do nothing. It's like a new status. It looks like. Very cool. So possessed. Yeah, it's a trance. Very cool. Yeah. Of course, my mouse runs out now. Information. Don't forget, you get the route. 100 Pokeballs for pre-ordering bonus. Very cool. I wonder if the YouTube channel has updated with that yet. That was the Japanese site. And it doesn't look like they have. No. So that was only the Japanese website that's updated that. Super Attract. Isn't this just the same as in PLA Drowsiness instead of Sleep Again? I don't know. It felt like it was different. Like the Dragonite felt like it was just immobilized, you know? But it wasn't asleep. It was, yeah, in a trance, almost just waiting to be attacked. Let's see if I can update this and see if it drops. If we got an English one. Nope. They haven't updated yet. Let's see if the Z-A site's updated as well. So it's got a new signature attack, which is kind of cool. I do like that. Has the Z-A website updated? I doubt it has, if none of the Western YouTube channels have got the info up just yet. No. Nada, nothing. Okay, we're still waiting. It's gotta be any moment now. But we can watch this again. Watch again. While we wait, it'll just be the same when it updates. I would just like the Z-A website to update though. PLA, sleep work in a similar way. You're not guaranteed to sleep, but more like drowsy. That's kind of true, yeah. There's your English. I'm doing my pre-order through the Pokemon Center, and whichever plushie I get will be my starter. Oh, that's a cool way to do it. That's a really cool way to decide on what you're going to use. I don't know, does the drowsy effect, I feel like the drowsy effect in Z-A, has little Z's coming up from it, whereas that had little bubbles coming up from it. So I feel like it's a different mechanic altogether. Like if we go back to the Dragonite here, you can see the little bubbles above its head. You watch. And it's like hypnotized in a trance there. You can see the little bubbles. Whereas I feel when, and Grace, thank you so much for this super chat. Maybe a slashing move with a drowsy sleep second effect. Yeah, that's true, because it's used that attack twice. I think it used it on the Charizard as well. We see the Charizard. I don't know if the Charizard, it's like almost getting sneak attacked. There's the reveal. Look at this. Look at Malamar's eyes when it attacks you. If it can. It looks possessed. Yawn's animation. That's so true, Luke. Yeah, it is bubbles. Yawn's big animation. So, but that slash attack could be a combination where it's, yeah. This is the first part of the attack where it kind of hypnotizes, puts you into a trance, and then attacks you. Dunno. Video is up. Okay, let's have a look. Gentle, thank you so much for the update, my friend. There we go. Yeah, it's very short. It might be the same. Yeah, it's exactly the same video we just saw. Oh, why is it muting? Yeah, it's exactly the same video I think we've just seen from the Japanese site. But then the Z-A website should be updated now. While this is playing out, let me just check. The Z-A website still hasn't updated. It's so slow at doing this. It's like, come on guys, it should all be quite quick to do. All together, right? So many Malamar. There we go. Mega Malamar. No, we've got nothing on the Z-A website just yet. I'll keep checking it. I'll keep checking. And we'll get it updated. But there's nothing just yet. Turn this down. We can put a bit of music back on while we wait. But yeah, very cool. hopefully we get some more information about it soon. Hypnotic decimation. Judging by the leaked images all about megas, you see maybe that they are 90% correct. They all got hit until now. They're very, very close. I haven't been following the leaks too much, so I'm not really too familiar with how close they are. I do love this design though. It looks, actually in game, it looks better than it did in the original trailer. It's very cool. It's very cool. I want to say maybe, yeah, probably my favorite mega evolution that we've got so far design wise. I think it's very sleek, doesn't it? It looks sleek, and I like the neon kind of theme that it's got with it as well. I think about Yawn without hearing Wolfie's impression. I haven't heard Wolf's impression of it. I'll have to hear it when I see him next. I'm not going to do it now because mine will be tragically bad in comparison. When will you be doing more LPs shiny hunting or LPs with shiny Oni? So Crimson, probably next week we'll be kicking back into a bit more of a regular schedule. What if the drowsy effect takes HP every turn like fire spin? That would be kind of cool. That would be cool, wouldn't it? It was a residual damaging effect. It'd be cool as well. It could have a secondary effect where it like traps you on the field, where you're kind of hypnotized, trapped on the field, so you cannot escape. Looked it up, Mega is still Psychic Dark type. Yeah, it makes sense that it's not going to change its typing. I think its typing's pretty strong. So I like that it's kept that, if that is confirmed. I'm just going to keep checking the Z-A site to see if we've got anything updated there, because they normally give us like a little bit of information on Z-A. A bit more of a deeper dive into the Mega itself. But yeah, there's still nothing there. I mean, the latest update is still Mega Lucha, so when that does update, we will have a look and check all the info out there. Have we been invited to play any demos involving Zia? No, Tom, unfortunately not. I would love to have. I would have loved the opportunity at Worlds when they were doing the slots for Zia there, but there's a real conflict with when we started the show on the Friday, so I couldn't actually get over to do the demo stuff. And outside of that, being in Europe, it's very difficult to get involved with any of the content creators sort of stuff that they do. It's very limited anyway, but the likelihood of getting any sort of demo time is very slim, which is sad. So I'm probably gonna have to wait until the game drops before I get a chance to play it, but I guess everyone else is in the same boat as well. Have you Akil, how are you doing? I had a question. If we buy the game online, do we still get the routes? I would imagine so, because it's a pre-order bonus, so it'll probably be like a thing in game where it's available to everyone up until like February time, and they'll class that as, so it'll be just a mystery gift, internet gift, I would imagine. That'll just be available to everyone that orders. I don't think it's going to be something that you get a code for when you buy the game or a certain version of the game. So I would imagine when they've done stuff like that in the past, it'll probably run exactly like that. Lumpy Lee, let's dye our hair out like Mega Malamar's head. I'm not gonna lie, that would look kind of fire. Like the blue highlights. I'd be down for doing that. We need to find someone that I felt would be confident enough to be able to pull it off though. We could almost put like a pink streak down one side, a neon streak down one side as well, just to make it look even more fire. Every week I can't wait for this game. I know you do, I'm 17, and thank you so much for the 45 months membership as well, mate. That is incredible, so thank you so much for that. But yes, not long, like 5 weeks we've got until this game drops, which is so exciting. Do you think it will still be Psychic Dark? I expect it to stay Psychic Dark. I said that not long ago, that the Mega is still Psychic Dark. I want Mega Malamar to most Canadian comment of the day. Personally, I would have thought I was going to be part fairy, but whatever. It'd be kind of cool if it went part fairy, but I think it needs to keep that like dark. The psychic typing for sure it has to stay with. So yeah, I'm surprised more that Mega Dragonite didn't get a part fairy typing. I feel like that would have been the one out of all of them that have been revealed so far to get a... No, they still nothing on the Z-A site. It's going to be one of those where they drop this way later. Have we got anything from Cerebi or any updates there? Any of the other sites? There must be more gameplay footage trailers out there or something. New direct screenshots for Mega Z-A featuring Mega Malamar. So Joe's got some different gameplay shots of Mega Malamar. We can check those out. We can have a look at those. Let's see. So we've got this shot against an Alakazam, and then we've got well, I guess it's just a different shot, isn't it? What, 5 weeks? Yeah, about 5 weeks from now, Rose, Z-A drops. Meganium is gonna get the fairy type for... Yeah, that would make sense, wouldn't it? I feel like that would be so wrong if it doesn't get a fairy typing. Make the Heglo too. Get some LEDs fitted in there. That's about it for official artwork. We've got the gameplay trailer, which we've just seen a bunch of times, and there's the official render of it. Rise, my god. There we go. Okay, well, I like it a lot more than what I thought I was gonna, to be fair. It looks good. If you look closely, it mega evolves before the battle, so we can get mega evolve whenever. Yeah, I feel like there's like a bar that you have to charge up, which is very cool. But you can, yeah, it's gonna be cool if you can just out and about when you're wandering around the street, just randomly mega evolve your Pokemon just out around Lumios when you're not in battle as well, like you're saying. Personally, the only games I'm looking forward to playing on the Switch 2 are Z-A and Kirby Air Riders. When's Kirby out? Electric type. That'd be wild if it was, Callum. I think it's going to keep that psychic dark typing though. I can't see it losing either of those types. It needs to keep the psychic typing for the whole theme of it as a Pokemon. See, the Z website might be updating now because it's taken an absolute age to load up on my phone, and I'm checking. I can't wait, but I know I won't be able to play much. Joseph having 3 months. Oh, Spencer, yes, mate. Just think though, you're gonna have it all to look forward to. Ah, okay, Z website has updated. So let's pull that up. Awesome. Finally updated. Up there and there, and then get this. No, it definitely has updated. It's just loading. It's just taking. Vivid and brightly glowing. Get to know Mega Malamar. It has updated. I promise you all. It isn't showing here, but it has. On my phone, I've got it right here, so it is there. It's just not pulling up on desktop just yet. It should be here. Let's give it a minute to tick it down. Go back in. There we go. No, that's Mega Halucha still. Go to news. It's been so slow. But yes, Spencer, congratulations, mate. Sorry, that was like the last thing that I mentioned about it. But yeah, I hope you're managing to get some sleep and everything's good with new Baba and all. Callum, I'm expecting my first kid around release date. Wow. Callum, congrats, mate. Really have been out of the loop, but I'm happy about that. A new Pokemon game is always a good thing, especially when it's a Legends game, pros. And I hope it lives up to the expectations set by Legends Arceus as well. Okay, vivid and brightly glowing, get to know Mega Malamar. Video introducing Mega Malamar, which appeared in Pokémon Legends Z-A, is now available on the official YouTube channel. Check it out. So there we go. We've watched that already. Mega Malamar Mega Evolution has caused its brain to enlarge and body to glow brightly in vivid colors. It releases psychic power from the luminescent tips of its tentacles to hypnotize others. It can stick its tentacles into its head and simulate its brain for a rapid boost of psychic power. Wow. Mega Malamar attacks with a sudden burst of concentrated psychic power. Announcing a special video featuring Mega Malamar. So that's the video that was dropped today. And that's it. Okay. So basically we don't know too much about it other than it has psychic abilities, so indicating that it is going to be a psychic type still. And it can stick its tentacles into its head to stimulate its brain for a rapid boost of psychic power, which is wild. So that's what it's doing against the Alakazam there. So, but outside of that, we don't get too much more information, but it is a very cool design. I like it a lot. I'm excited to get Mega Malamar and see what it's like. I think even competitively, you know, when I look at a lot of these new Mega Pokemon, first I always look at them like from a competitive point of view and think, is it going to be good competitively? I feel like Mega Malamar probably, hopefully will be. And I got those vibes with Mega Dragonite as well. So maybe it is, but regardless of that, I love the design. So I'm looking forward to grabbing one, hopefully playing through with it when the game drops. It's been a great day and we'll be waiting a lot to bring your Switch. Mate, yes, she's already got a first plus. Picked up her Jigglypuff at EUIC. That's cute, mate. That's awesome. Now kept it quiet. At least I got a shiny Chen Power before it comes after all those resets. Callum, that's the main thing. We finally got that shiny Chen Power after all of this time. Video uploaded onto YouTube 4 minutes ago on the UK Pokemon channel. Thank you so much. I might have missed it earlier. The shiny hunt I was talking about that will be the hardest I've ever done is a perfect 5 IV shiny in Gen 3 by trading the egg to the new save files to shine. Egg is slow. Wow, mate, which Pokemon is that for? Can I ask? Or is that the big reveal? Is that going to be a big reveal when the egg hatches and you finally get it? Yeah, Callum, take your Switch with you, power bank, all stuff to keep you occupied, mate. But I hope it all goes well, mate. I'm sure I'll speak to you before then, but yes, thinking of you. Welcome to Dad's Club, Callum. Indeed, it's my favorite thing. Kids are awesome. Lumpy, good dad there. Good dad, my friend. Wait, Psywave paralysis. Maybe that Dragonite was paralyzed. Maybe it was paralyzed. Maybe. Does it talk about the attack at all, other than it just sticks its head in, simulating a rapid boost of psychic power, sudden burst of concentrated psychic power? So it's definitely keeping that psychic typing, and I would imagine it won't lose the dark typing as well, because it kind of looks a bit like a dark type. It's just a bit more colorful. Click on the Mega Evolution tab. Okay, let's have a look. We've got more information. I've clicked on the wrong tab, haven't I? The tab on that page. There was definitely somewhere there where I could have clicked on it. No, I'm not seeing anything where I can click around other than what we've looked at, other than here, Mega Evolution. Am I just being really dumb and just missing what you're talking about? more. Your city. Nope. Okay. I'm not seeing anything about Mega Malamar. Click on the Mega Evolutions tab on the site. Yeah. There's nothing there. That is something I do not know. Story and World Pokemon. Story and World Pokemon. Okay. Have a look. Here we go. Mega Malamar. We've got the info. There we go. Thank you, chat. You're a lifesaver. Vivid and brightly glowing. Get to know Mega Malamar. Mega Evolution has caused its brain to swell and its psychic power to significantly enhanced. Overturning Pokemon. Dark psychic type. Its weight pretty heavy and it's very, very tall. Its enhanced psychic power can take over someone's personality. Malamar's brain has become enlarged as a result of Mega Evolution. Greatly enhanced psychic power overflows from its body, emitting a bright glow. The vividly colored light further amplifies the Pokemon's hypnotic abilities, allowing it to freely override the personalities or even memories of others. A terrifying power that can make someone feel like an entirely different person. I wonder if that is like a big hint of what its ability is going to do, or what this move could do, like almost removing abilities of a Pokemon, potentially. That's kind of wild. Okay, highly intelligent and a clever and haughty personality. Its glowing, unadulterated tendrils are able to pick up on the feeling of those around it. It prefers battling with efficiency, using its powerful intellect to analyze the situation with level-headedness as it fights. Mega Malamar views others, even Pokemon trainers, as its pawns. If it disagrees with an order given to it by its trainer, it will sometimes respond by hypnotizing them, making this an incredibly difficult Pokemon to interact with. So there we go. Is there anything else further down? I think that's it. Yeah, that's it. Okay. That's it. But that's kind of wild. Okay. I like the line here though, where it allowing it to freely override the personalities or even memories of the others. So maybe it's a hint at what we'll see with the move that it can do. So it has kept the same type. Yeah, it's kept its same typing. Definitely confirmed to be dark and psychic. So its blue parts on its head is a brain. Yeah, it's big old brain. It's just mega evolved and got a huge brain. So yeah, way stronger from Wild Marowak's. Riley, what? No secrets here. It's going to be Marowak, and he'll be used to get 100 wins on the Emerald Tower. That's very cool. That's very cool, mate. I mentioned bringing the baby to EUSC next year. My wife is all for it, so she gets a break. Do it, Spencer. That would be awesome, mate. I will be at EUIC playing or something else maybe, so I will definitely be there regardless. 1% chance, Riley. That's nuts. So the blue parts are its brain. Yes. And remember those pens that have like 4 colors. You can switch between them. Yes, I do. They were like my favorite thing at school. And if anyone had one, I'd always be like, can I borrow it? Can I borrow it? And then I wouldn't steal it, but I'd be like, you can just use my pen. They're great pens though. You think there's any chance for some special outbreaks for these new Megas in Scarlet and Violet? All of the ones revealed so far are available in game. That would be kind of nice. I think a cool thing for them to do, wouldn't it? In the lead up to Legends Z-A, to like hype up these Megas. I mean, that's probably, this is where you should be on the marketing team for Pokemon, opposed to not being on it. I think like it would be a huge hype thing to do, where they could be like, do the Mega Malamar thing and have a mass outbreak event right now in Scarlet and Violet. They could have done the same for the Dragonite and the other Megas that we've had so far. Yeah, it's such a cool idea. It'd be nice if we see something like that. Transform, but you don't change. Your opponent's Pokemon transforms. What's it say? Does it say transforms? What? Allowing it free to override the personalities or even memories of others. An entirely different person. Okay, it can change. Make someone feel like seem like an entirely different person. It's all about the hypnotic abilities though, isn't it? Yeah. It's all about the hypnoticness. Andy, how are you doing, mate? Long time since we've been able to see your stream. Hope everything is good. I am great, my friend. Thank you so much for dropping by. What do you think of Mega Malamar? What do you feel about the new reveal that we've had today? I like it a lot, but there's still like more questions than answers, I feel, with it. It's very cool though. Nice to see it keeping that type in as well, at base typing. What event do you think will be after this Chiyu raid ends this weekend? Nosehorse. We were talking about it, and I was kindly reminded that the Powerhouse raid events for the 7-star raid events kind of just abruptly stopped right when we got these Treasures of Ruin shiny events. So maybe they pick up. That could be what we see next. But yeah, shiny Koraidon and Miraidon is what I want. But I don't think we're going to get those for a little while. But yeah, probably the pseudo legendaries picking back up and finish off those 7-star raids. So we'll have to wait and see, but it will be this Sunday though, when the next one is announced, potentially starting on the Thursday. Suppose we need a new hunt joke. Yeah, we do. I mean, what's it going to be now? What can we replace Chen Pao with? Maybe when Mega Malamar attacks, it causes a sideway effect like confusion, sleep, or paralysis randomly every time. That'd be kind of cool. Almost like Tri Attack has the chance to like burn, paralyze, or freeze, right? So it could be an attack like that where it could cause any one of those 3 things. That'd be pretty bust. But it would be a fun move. But I guess we're gonna have to wait until the game drops before we get any more information on it, really. But for now, I'm pretty hyped about it. And from the majority of what I've heard from all of you guys, you seem like you're kind of all down for the Mega Malamar and like the design as well. I haven't heard too many people say that it's a terrible design, or they feel a little bit disappointed. There is a couple here and there, but majority of you all seem to like the reveal today, and I think they've done it in a good way, where it's, you know, it could have been a bit of a letdown after they've hyped it up for the last week, but I think it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. But I guess with that, friends, it probably wraps up the stream for today. We've got all the information. We've had the little trailer videos. It looks great. I think it also has some cool merch potential. Definitely some cool merch potential. Very cool. Imagine how cool the plushie is going to be as well. Malamar core. There we go. Halucha, Malamar, Victory Bell, Dragonite. They're all good. I've enjoyed all of them in their own little respected way. I think probably top for me is Malamar so far. Then Halucha. And then a close tie between Victory Bell and Dragonite. Between in the ranking system, I would say. Callum, thank you so much as well, mate, for the 45 months. Thanks for the stream. 5 weeks to go. 5 weeks to go. Not long at all. The trainer at the end had multiple of them as well. Malamar Army. They did, didn't they? The Mad Army. Is it? Where is it? Where is it? There we go. The Malamar Army. There's only 5 of them there, though. No, there's 6. It's a full team of Malamars. It's kind of wild how... I think this design's absolutely banger, to be honest. Like, from Malamar's original design, which I like a lot, but I think they've just done it perfectly. And you've got the subtle hints of the blue already in the kind of hair that it's got. And yeah, it's been done very well. Been done very, very well, I think. Just in my opinion. And the plushes will be those multicolor pens with yes, that's what we need. That's what we need. Nintendo have confirmed the direct for Friday. Yes, Jazzy Girl. So Friday, we are getting a Nintendo Direct, and I think it has been confirmed by now, hasn't it? Let's see if there is the confirmation. It should be further down. Where did I see it? Yeah, there we go. So, that will be, what will that be? 2 o'clock BST, I think, or maybe 1 o'clock. So this Friday. So yes, if there's I'm not going to be able to stream that, unfortunately. I really wish I would be able to. If there's any chance things change and I can, I will, but likelihood is with me being at regionals, I won't be able to stream it this Friday. But of course, if there are any updates Pokemon wise, I'll try and do an update as soon as I can with any new Pokemon related news. Should be good. That's the new stream idea. Scarlet and Violet playthrough only with Malamar. There we go. You got this, Kyle. I support is here if you need it. And Kyle, yes, I second that as well, mate. I second that. Take care, everyone. Enjoy the rest of your time zones. Yes, friends, thank you so much for coming by the stream today. It's been an absolute blast. Like I say, I'll be away in Frankfurt this weekend, but next week hopefully we'll be starting up with a regular streaming schedule, so it'll be good to get back into that. And of course, these weekly drops, weekly updates that we're getting for Z-A, I'm sure we're going to get a weekly update next week, so it'll be good to kind of cover that as and when it drops as well. But in the meantime, friends, if you're interested in competitive play, of course, Europe is kicking off the competitive season this weekend over in Frankfurt. So you'll have TCG, Pokemon Go, and more importantly, VG as well. So if you're interested to check out, see how the new season starts, shaping up, check out all the action. And I'll see you next week when I'm back for next stream. And in the meantime, like I say, if there's any drops or anything like that with stuff at the Direct on Friday, supposedly there's meant to be a Pokemon spin-off game being revealed there, but who knows, it could be just a rumor, nothing concrete, but keep an eye on it. There might be some juice in there. We'll have to wait and see. But we'll leave it there, friends. I want to just say thank you again. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you all in another stream very soon, or a video very soon. So take it easy, friends. Thanks for coming out. I've really enjoyed hanging out today. And all I'm going to say is, my friend Malamar.